Hello guys, welcome to our comprehensive guide of the communication system in Airbus 300, 330, featuring a closer look at the radio communication systems. Okay, so let's go ahead and uh, we will start with like the basic things. So this section is basically a radio control panel. We have three of them. First one is for the captain side, second one is for first officer side, and the third one is for the supervisor pilot, which sit behind the both of the pilots, or which sit like you can say for the flight engineer, which sit behind the pilot seats. Okay, so we are having three of them. This is majorly divided into two sections. So first one, if you can see, there is a box, a square box here. This box, this is called RCP. It means radio control panel. And then we have the second box. This one is which is called as ACP. That is audio control panel. Okay. So our aircraft is having basically similar different kind of radios that act together, and this thing is like you can say the heart of the system, because all the communication to the ground staff and etc will be controlled from this box only, this radio control box. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to see each of them one by one. Okay, so first we will talk about the RCP. RCP is basically a radio control panel where you select the different frequency and set the different frequencies. Okay. The first type of frequency which we use is called VHF, or very high frequency. Okay. And we have three of them. Okay. So the first one is the general frequency where we talk to the ground tower, or we talk to the ATC. Suppose we are filing a flight plan. Let's place so as you can see in our flight plan, VAPO, let it be, and file flight plan, radio check. Okay, so as you can see there are different type of radios here. So we are having a Pune International Tower, that is 123.500, that is currently tuned in, and that's why we are able to communicate with the ATC. Okay, suppose I turn this off. Okay, I turn this off. Now let's do the radio check. So as you can see, we can't hear anything back from this channel because we have turned off the volume. Let's turn the volume on, and now let's try. Okay, so as you understood, this VHF 1 and 2 are basically used for the communications to the towers around us, like it may be ground tower, it may be like ATC. We have to communicate with them. Okay, the third one, VHF 3, is basically used for data links. Okay, so data link is used basically suppose ATC want to upload the flight plan to the system, or like any that kind of communication, data communication, VHF 3 is reserved for. Then we are having HF. Similar to VHF, we have HFs. So HFs are basically used for high frequencies. Suppose you are an flying over an ocean where there is not any VOR available. In that case, we will use high frequency. These radios, this special type of radios, are equipped with like very long range radio. Suppose you want to hear Japan radio from India, and that much this can support. The only problem is the quality of the communication will be affected by the things like mountains and the curvature of the earth, etc. Okay. Then this light, this select light. Why this is blinked up currently? Because I have selected the HF1. So if I choose any irregular frequency, this will be glow up. Suppose accidentally two of the pilots is selected VHF1 and I accidentally select VHF2, then it will tell me that you have selected a different frequency. Now let's go ahead and try to select VHF2 on all of them. Okay, so here is VHF2. See, select light glow up, and in the first officer side also. Okay, it is not visible for me. Let me try to uh, sorry, I am not too good in like the camera movement thing. So if I select those frequency VHF1 there also, this light should like glow. Okay, then there is a replica of HF1, that is high frequency 2. So if something goes wrong with this HF1, we can switch to radio frequency 2. Okay, now how to tune into frequency? Suppose currently I am talking to 123.50, that is ground tower for Pune International. Now let's suppose I want to connect to Mumbai area control center, and that is 125900. So the bigger needle will select the left part of the decimal. So 125.900. The smaller circle will change the right side. 900. Let's increase that. Okay, we are 125.900 selected. Now I will click on this, and okay, let's auto tune, remove the auto tune. Okay, and 125.900. Okay, Pune International. Okay, 125.900. So here the auto tune was selected, that's why it got selected by default. So let's, now you can see we are able to change the frequency, and the previous frequency got copied here. So if I want to quickly switch between those, I have to just click this button. So I can switch in Mumbai area control and Pune internationals. Okay, now coming to, I think I forgot to tell about this master switch. So this is a master switch. Using that this we can turn on or off the radio. Okay, then we are having this panel, which is navigation panel. So we are having a navigation thing in our MCDU, and there are frequency tuned in here also. So we are having tuned in 114.60 and 116.60. This is the VOR frequency. Okay, this is the ADF frequency. This is the ILS frequencies. So these frequency are already tuned in here. Suppose something goes wrong here. Okay, something goes wrong here. So we can use this navigation thing. So what you have to do, you have to, and to like safeguard this, doesn't want us to click this in normal scenarios. So there is a protection layer. If you want to use this, remove this and you will able to click. In simulation I can't click this, and I can't demonstrate practically, sorry for that. But if you click on this navigation button and if you click on this VOR, then you can set the VOR frequency. If you want, if you click the LS, you will be able to tune the ILS frequency. Okay. Then we are having a two frequency like ADF and BFO. We will talk about this. So the automatic direction finder, ADF stand for automatic direction finder. It is used for navigating with non-directional beacons, non-directional beacon stations. Okay. Pilot basically use this ADF receiver to the desired NDB frequency, and then the needle, this needle you see here, that will point to that beacon. Okay, so currently this is pointing to this VOR, and if you choose this like ADF, that will point to that non-directional beacon. Okay, similar to this we are having BFO. BFO is used to identify the Morse code. So the Morse code sent by the radios, it captures it, and it's basically generate a beep. That this is also known as beat frequency oscillator. So pilot can hear a beep, and according to the beep signals, they can take a decision where they are, so they can identify their location. Okay, in audio control panel we are having again two sections. So these buttons are volume control button and on and off buttons. So if you want to hear from a radio, you can turn on this and select the volume. If you don't want to hear that radio, simply turn it off. If you want to talk to any one of these, you have to click on this green button. Okay, you have to click on this green button. So you can talk to one frequency at a time. That's why you can't select two of them simultaneously. Okay, so generally VHF1 we select for the communication to the ground, and let's turn it on. Okay, now I am able to communicate with the radio control to the ground, the ground team. Okay, then we are having this thing where we come up to like this VHF1, VHF2, VHF3. If you want to turn on and off, you can simply switch between them. Same for the high frequency HF1, HF2. Then there is init. Init stand for internal communication. Okay, so internal communication between the first officer or the uh, ground crew, you can use this internal radio. Okay, so you just click on this and you can communicate internally. This is the cabin radio for the cabin crew. If you want to talk to the cabin crew, you can use this. Okay, this is the voice. So if the captain want to talk something, he can just switch it on, and he can communicate with the other colleagues or the staffs. He can use this button. Okay, so this switch should be operable between internal and the radio one, but here it is not. This is a simulation thing, so many things are not working. This reset button is okay. First of all, let's talk why this call silent blinking. So if there is any new message from the radio control panel or somewhere, so suppose we are having a new message here, so that's why this VHF are blinking. We can simply go ahead and reset this. That will turn off, or that will reset the things for us. Okay, so now that message got cleared and we got a like clear screen here. LS is to hear the ILS frequency. Marker MKR is a stand to hear, like if you are flying above the glide scope or down the glide scope, that kind of if you are speeding enough, you can hear that type of information from here, from the marker radio. VOR radio, as I told, is uh, able you to hear the VOR frequencies. So let's select this. Hope you are able to see, able to hear the beep of the VORs. Okay, so it is indicating us how far we are from the VFF. If it beeps like more fastly, then we are closer to the VOR, and it beeps like slowly, then we are away from the VFR. Okay, similar to this, we are having the ADF selectors. Then there are two more that is used for satellite communication. So if pilot want to make a satellite communication in certain scenarios, you can turn this on, and you have to press and hold to talk on these. You can't just leave it like them. This is not toggle. This is press and hold. Okay. Similar for the satellite 2, and third one is for passenger announcement, the PA. If you want to talk to the passengers, you can click on this and you can make a communication. Okay, so you are having this voice thing, and there should be a microphone here. Okay, whether it is shown or not. So this, in this stand, basically there is a microphone available which from which pilot can communicate to the passengers. Okay, so this is for them. They turn on this volume button so that they can hear the cabin sound, and then they make a PA. Okay, so this is all about this radio things. Hope you enjoyed the video. If yes, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. Bye bye. And if you have any question regarding this, I will try to answer those also. See you in the next video. Bye bye.